Stuck with us. We're going to be having a very interesting conversation in this hour with a specialist when it comes to matters brand and communication. Let me tell you, this lady, her friends call her a game changer because everything she touches, I kid you not, it prospers. Her name is Muthoni Wachira in the building. How you doing, Muthoni?
I'm fantastic. I had someone saying that you're fresher than a diva.
Oh, wow. I like that. I like that. We go with that one. You're fresher than a diva.
Yes, I am.
Wow. I am honored to be having this conversation, and I'm very sure it's going to be very impactful, especially for young women who want to get into corporate.
Yes.
So let's take a few steps back. At 19, this is when it's starting.
That's when the career started, but the dream started, I think, at 3 years old.
At 3 years old?
Yes.
So where did you go to university, and when did you know that, listen, this is what I want to do ultimately?
So I first of all did a diploma in journalism and mass communication.
Okay.
Because I really wanted to be certain that the career that I'm going to pursue in the long run is something that I want to do.
Right.
So I am sending greetings to people from Nairobi Institute of Business Studies. So that's where it all began.
Okay.
And then later on, I pursued a degree at Jomo Kenyatta University.
JKUAT.
Technically, Juja Boys.
Okay. Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Fantastic. So I was also reading about you and basically wanted to become a journalist generally because, of course, when you're even coming into the industry, you were a junior writer.
Yes, I was.
So did you anticipate that one day you're going to be behind the mic like this on radio or on TV? What was the first dream?
The first dream was to be a journalist, like a news anchor.
Yes.
Because I remember back in the day, I would watch Sophie Kenyi.
Sophie, yes.
And then as I grew, I saw Catherine Kasavuli.
Right.
So I was curious, what do these people do?
Yeah.
So that's where I was certain that I would want to be a journalist.
Okay.
Then when I did the course, I discovered, I could actually make brands like
I could do more.
Yes, I could do more. So that's when I really pursued it. But even the potential of the person I have become, and I'll always give credit where it's due.
Yes.
There's a gentleman called David Ngaruya,
Okay.
the owner of Insider magazine.
Right.
That man saw potential when nobody else saw potential.
Wow.
So because
believed in you more than you actually believed in yourself.
Yes, because he really pushed me a lot.
Okay.
He would make me write things and rewrite them again. Send me to the field to interview different celebrities.
Correct.
I come back with a script that I think is top tier, and he's like, Jacqueline,
no, go back from the get-go. I don't like this.
Yes, you need to communicate in the language of someone who's a professional.
Yes.
And it's something that really got to me.
Okay.
Because now, inside a magazine, I grew from being a junior writer.
Okay.
And I did work as an editor.
Okay.
And it was something amazing for me.
Yes.
Because it also exposed me to the world of journalism and communication holistically.
Oh, wow.
Because I started now interacting with brands.
Yes.
Understanding what it takes to come up with a concept for a brand, telling brand story. And sometimes I look back and I feel like Ngaruya deserves a lot.
Exactly. In hindsight, you're like, at the time, you were probably very angry. Why do you keep sending me? This thing is hard. I can't make it. But right now, you're like, you saw the potential and you nurtured it.
I think there's a time he made me leave work at 9.
No way.
Because we wrote an article, rewrote it.
Yes.
He took me back and told me, no, this is not what I want to see.
Yeah.
And I think the magazine was going to be edited to go for print on Friday. So this is actually Wednesday at night. It has to go through the process.
Yes.
So I remember looking at him leaving his office and wondering, it's 5:30.
Right.
People my age are
out of his office.
Yes, having a wonderful time.
I am here.
And then I'm seeing my colleagues telling me, oh, tutapatana base. Niko
no.
If only you knew that this man has decided.
I am not done.
I'm not done. And he actually made me stay late. And the good thing about it, he also made sure that I ate supper.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he ordered it.
Your interests were at his heart.
Yes, and we sat down and we went paragraph, line by line, where there needs to be a comma, it's a comma, full stop, the capital, the punctuation and everything. And also I'll give credit to my parents because my mom and my dad did identify my talent when I was very young.
Correct.
My dad bought us a microphone when we were young with my sister.
Yes.
So we used to rehearse in front of the TV and then he would play the cassettes and then we would sing music and we will all rehearse how to say poems.
Yeah.
My first public speaking was at the age of 7.
Yes.
My mom wrote my first poem.
Wow.
Yes.
My God.
She invested in my future.
I love it. And all this is happening to build you and to prepare you for something mega that is coming in future.
Yes.
And now the future is now.
Yes.
We're talking about you being behind so many big brands and, being successful while you're at it.
Yes.
So now let's walk straight into the corporate industry. When you walked in, what was the biggest, the mega challenge you encountered that almost sent you back to maybe print?
For me, it was getting to understand how the systems are. And when I talk about the systems,
Yes.
is I've come from print world. I've come from also working at one point I worked at River Road at a printing farm.
Okay.
So now here there are systems, there are cultures. There's a dress code banner.
Wow. Okay. Hello.
Kiatu ya red ngoya zina match. Brand.
Yeah.
And you see the way people are showing up at work.
Okay.
There's a style, there's a persona to it. So for me, it was adapting to cultures.
Exactly.
Because I knew at this point that the first corporate I am at is not what I will end up in. Yeah. So it really encouraged me to ensure that I learn quick and on the go, because corporate world is very fast.
Very, very fast.
So if you are asleep even for a second,
Okay.
the world has moved. Things have moved.
How much time did it require you to acclimatize?
To the corporate world?
Yes.
I'll say 3 years was enough.
Yeah.
And I made sure that I had someone in particular who I would go and bug them and ensure that I learned something from them.
All right.
But this really didn't necessarily start at, like, say, a big corporate that I worked for, a big brand. No, it started at Insider, because you see, I would work with brands.
Exactly.
You'd work with someone, say, at Coca-Cola,
Yes.
different brand.
Yes.
And they have systems in place. There's a way they like their proposals done, their
Exactly.
outlook.
Yes.
Then you meet someone else at Safaricom and they have a different kind of outlook.
Yes.
So it's for you to be able to adjust.
Okay.
That's where the culture began. That's where you also learn how to communicate and how to deal with different people.
Yes.
And I remember one of my first books that I read that helped me understand the corporate culture was a book called Surrounded by Idiots.
Wow.
It talks about 4 different kind of characters. There's the green, there's the red, there's the yellow, and there's a white.
So this is happening when you already put your foot in it.
Yes. So now I have to understand how to deal with different personalities.
Wow.
And also understand myself as a personality, because you see, I think the first immersion for the real now corporate world was at the age of 22.
22.
Yes.
We're coming back to talk about the 20s. They can be confusing.
Yes.
You can have the self-doubt. The imposter syndrome comes kicking in. And of course, you smashed through it